Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. Let's get ready to bring the comics. And my man Howie Bell is in the building. Howie, how you doing, sir?
What's up, Frank? What's up? Good baby. You all right?
Good to see you, bro. You still out in LA? Where you at?
Well, I'm in New York City now, so I had to go to the other coast.
There
You
you
know what I'm
go.
talking about, brother? You know
There
what
it
I'm talking
is.
about?
The
I'm
life
right
of
here. I'm right here in East New York, baby. Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn style right now. I
there
left.
it
I
is.
left. I
There it
left.
is.
I left Inglewood and came to Brooklyn, baby.
There it is. The life of a traveling comic, man. I absolutely love it.
Yes,
My
sir.
man Bo is in the building. Bo, you all right?
We're talking about Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the
In
house.
the house right now. In the
No,
house.
I'm saying I'm from Brownsville. Right next door is East New York. I know
Sure
all of
is.
that.
That's right.
I know all of that. All of
I'm over
that.
here. I'm over here all Flatlands right now. What's going on, baby?
Ooh,
What's happening?
Flatlands.
I'm
The
on
LA
Flatlands right
train.
now with the. Come on, Jay. You coming to hang out? What's happening with you, baby? Come
Oh
hang out.
man.
What's up?
What
What
up,
side
brother?
of Flatlands? But wait, what side of Flatlands? What side of Flat? Oh, they by the project
We
side?
over here on like all the way. If you take the 3 train to New Lots,
I know where you at. I know where you
Yeah,
at. I
yeah,
know
yeah,
where you
yeah.
at.
yeah,
I
that's
know
where I'm
exactly
at.
where you at.
All the way
Well,
to the last stop.
well,
Cause
thank you guys.
Flatlands is big. Flatlands Avenue is big.
Yeah, yeah. We only.
Yeah.
I'm like 5 minutes walk from that last stop on New Lots. On that last
Okay.
stop on the 3 train.
Again,
Yeah.
thank you all for joining the show, man. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you, New Yorkers. Like, I'm in the house loving all this damn New
It's a
York.
New York day. It's a New York day.
Yeah, I see. All right, so we got some stuff to talk about, man. Let's jump into it, man. Howie Bell, you're gonna go up first, man. For those of you who know, I'm sure y'all heard it by now. Well, while we were on the air yesterday, word leaked out that Damian Lillard, best known as Dame Time, signed a 3-year, $42 million contract to return to the Portland Trailblazers. Howie, I'm gonna bring you up first because obviously I want to see what your thoughts are. But let me just say this one thing to those of you sitting outside. I don't know if y'all realize this when he signed his contract. Dame is getting ready to get the $42 million a year, right? Next year, but he's also getting paid the Milwaukee Bucks money too. So the season after that, Howie, he gonna get 140 something and some change, literally for a season. That's what he's at. Never before in NBA history. Plus, he got a no trade contract clause. Only him and LeBron got that now. And I'm wilding out over here, Howie, because at the end of the day, I don't think nobody who has an Achilles tear has ever signed. No, it's never happened.
Yeah,
Nobody's
I don't think so either.
yeah, it's ever happened before. I'm gonna have to get White Chalk. Oh, no, I already know. He ain't White Chalk ain't even gotta look this up. I already know. It's never happened before in the history of the NBA. Okay, don't even look it up, White Chocolate. Don't even look it up. I already know. What's your thoughts on this, Howie Bell? Like Portland Trailblazers would put out a $42 million contract to bring Dame. And what's your thought process? Don't dive too much in it because we got a top 5 topic about this. But talk to me what your thoughts on when you just first heard this.
You know what, man? I was happy for him, to be honest.
Mhm.
I didn't see nothing wrong with it, man. He has an injury that is like I'm not gonna dive too much into it because I got something to say about that as well. But I tell you this, that is incredible, man. And these deals, all this off season, these NBA deals have been incredible.
Right, right. I'll give you a minute. Somebody called you, Howie.
I know, yeah, somebody was trying to call me, but I tell you this. All these deals, man, in the NBA have been incredible this offseason. And he's deserving of it. Now, granted, he has a year to sit out.
Mhm.
People know that I'm doing it. The funny part is, that's my wife trying to call me. That's the craziest part about it. You know what I'm doing right now.
Same time zone too.
Same time zone, everything. You know exactly what I'm doing right now. I told you that to do. So the thing about it is, man, but I'm happy for the guy, man. I think that, that he deserves it. I'm interested to see where he goes from here. It's gonna be a year. So maybe he'll be all the way healed up and it'll be like Superman, or maybe not all the way there, but I'll
Right.
leave it there.
All right. Well, I'll say this, just to piggyback on what you're saying. I think he's going to go back to Portland now because his family's there. I think that's helping him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which makes sense. I ain't mad at him for doing it. It makes
Mhm.
sense.
Mhm.
Mo, were you shocked, Mo, when you heard that he returned back to the Portland Trail? Because not too many players, very, very few do this. Very few leave from a team go to another team, and then come back. Very few do that. You know what I mean, Mo?
Other than Jersey and team-wise, he never really left Portland.
Interesting.
His whole family, their whole lives are in Portland. His rehab is where?
Portland.
In Portland.
Yeah.
He never left, really. He just worked for a little while somewhere else. He had to commute.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, I mean, some people don't do it, but I mean, you know, some people do. And they find a life somewhere and they happy with it. Like you say, he's getting some incredible money. He might have sat back and said, man, let me snatch this before I might not get this deal again.
Yeah, because 140 something, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of change.
Yeah. So Jay, here's the other question I want to ask. The person he got traded for earlier on was Drew Holiday. Now they both on the same team. You know what I mean? They both going to be playing together. I don't know how you want to mix this up and everything, however you want to say it. What's your thought process, Jay, on Drew Holiday and him being on the same team literally now after being traded for? Because Drew Holiday had some issues about who he spoke on that. He had some issues about it, you know, when Milwaukee traded him away to sign him.
I think that what we're seeing right now is, you know, I mean, the way things are going, ain't no guarantee they gonna play together. Drew might be a part of that thing, you know, after next season. I mean, you know, we don't know how it's gonna work, right? I mean, Dame, like we know Dame's out for this whole year,
Right?
So they're basically paying him to rehab. If Drew is still there when Dame comes back, I think they can make it work because Dame, even though they play the same position, they play it differently. So I think that they can coexist or whatever. But what Dame is proving is what people say to college students all the time, you know, when they're being recruited, you know, for sports. When they say, go where they love you. They love him in Portland, bro.
They do.
And they're showing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're showing, I mean, you know, they're giving this man $40 million just to chill and rehab with his family. Milwaukee was like, nah, man, you know what you mean? You want to go rehab in Portland? Nah, we ain't doing, you know, we'd rather cut you. They didn't love him in Milwaukee. Portland loves him. So go where they love you, man. You know, and he's showing why that's important.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right on the head because that's exactly how I look at it too. Like I think you would too, Howie. All right, so here's another story, right, Howie? And I didn't see this everywhere. I looked at SportsCenter, looked at a couple of things. It might have been on it, so I don't want to say it wasn't on it. But here's the thing that I want to make sure I clearly state. Joel Embiid said he will not take part in any closed-door meetings anymore for the Philadelphia 76ers because last season, while he was doing that, some of the stuff that was said was leaked out into the press. The crazy thing about it is what was leaked out to the press was he had this comment that was told to him by Tyrese Maxey, who confronted him about being late. Now, the really crazy thing about this is Joel Embiid supposedly confronted the person who said this, Howie, and the team never recovered. They bottomed out last year. And now, according to Joel Embiid, that person is still on the team. You know what I mean? So my take on this right now is, Howie, what do you do if you're the Philadelphia 76ers? You know what I mean? Joel Embiid ain't taking part in no closed-door meetings. Your team didn't do good with the person, whoever it is, said it, still on the team. Tyrese Maxey and him they chopped it up. They good together. They worked it out, but there's still a issue, a problem there. What's your take on this? Because Joel Embiid came out. Nobody even asked him this. He came out and volunteered his information.
You know what? Joel Embiid is just mad because he got exposed, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He got exposed. He probably bumped his knee on the wall and said, man, I can't play for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Leading in and you exposed me. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I got malaria. A mosquito. That's going to add on another 4 weeks. I'm sorry, y'all. And somebody leaked it and they got exposed. Man, Joel Embiid is a joke at this point to me, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not an athlete. I don't play in the NBA. Man, this guy's a joke, man. He's stealing from the NBA, bro. What are you doing? You don't want to take part in no closed-door meetings no more? Why? Mm-hmm. Why? You know what I'm saying? Because you're a joke right now, bro. You're a joke. You don't even play. When is the last time you played a full season?
That's a question for White Chocolate. We're gonna have to have White Chocolate look that up because
He's never done it.
I don't think he's ever done it. I was about to say I don't think he ever did it since he came to the league.
That's a big man, though, bro. That's a big man.
But I will say this. I think he hurt himself.
Shaq was a big man.
Yeah, but I think he hurt himself by playing in the Olympics for the USA last year because then when he gets hurt, he then derails his whole thing, into the season of Philadelphia 76ers. You know what I mean? I think.
Well, the only thing about it is he had a hangnail on his toe. So when you do things like that, he's a weak. I don't want to cuss. I don't want to cuss. He's weak. Dog, this dude is a big. We used to call dudes like him in high school a gump. I don't know if y'all said that in Boston. We used to call dudes or in New York. We called him a gump. He's a gump. He's not really. He's just his size has him where he is in his position. But he is not the most athletic person, bro. He cannot stay healthy.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a part of him not wanting to be in closed meetings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, man, people probably asking him, man, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. You playing 30 games, 40 games, 50? Dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dog? You're not gelling. You're not doing nothing, man. You messing the team up, bro.
Yeah.
Go somewhere. Go play in overseas, man.
So, Mo, Joel Embiid is the issue we're talking about. He grew fast, though. I think he's hurt a lot because he grew too fast. Like that Bill Walton issue. Like Bill Walton grew so fast. Except I think his situation is he grew faster than Bill Walton did. I think he picked up a basketball when he was 16 or 17 years old. I don't remember the age, but he grew fast. And next thing you know, 3 years later, he finds himself, literally in conversations and making it to the NBA. So how you take it? What's your situation in this Joel Embiid situation, Mo?
Man, listen, every year Joel Embiid got something to say before the season starts. I'm not playing back-to-backs. I'm not doing closed-door meetings. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? He got more breakup than makeups with the Philadelphia 76ers than Luke and Laura used to have on All My Children. I'm telling you now.
That's a good one. Jay, what's your take on this, Jay? How you look at this whole situation with Joel Embiid? Because he's one of the dudes we talked about a couple of days ago that gets pampered and got pampered all the way through. You know what I mean? He's that dude.
I dig it though, man, because don't say that we're having a closed door meeting and then you tell everybody what's talked about. You know what I'm saying? Hell, just say it to everybody. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Don't call me in the room and waste my goddamn time. Right. If you're gonna go tell the press about it and let them write about it anyway. So I agree with him on this. But going to the injuries, he came in the league injured. Yeah. Like at Kansas, he was having those same knee problems. And it's just something, that just kept going. And then, as you get older, you gain weight. So now he's even heavier on what was already a problem for him. So in terms of skill, it's great. But, big dudes always have those issues. And that's why you always roll the dice, when you start drafting those 7 foot and up players.
Well, let me throw this question out to all of you all, because and y'all can answer this in any way you want, man. Why doesn't the Philadelphia 76ers just get rid of the person who talked about who he doesn't trust?
That person must be pretty damn good and more available than him.
Unless
it might be more of the future than he is.
Right.
Yeah, look, all I gotta say is ditto.
Yeah, right. But maybe do you think it's Tyrese Maxey? Because that's the only other person who's better than him on the team.
But Dan Morey's trash though, bro. So
yeah,
he probably, you know what I'm saying? That's what they gotta do. Get rid of the GM, man. And I think that'll help them with a lot of stuff they got going on.
All right. Okay. So I'll leave with that. All right. So the next thing is, let me pull up this thing because I like to have this stuff well ready for you. Paul George. Let me pull up this. Bam. Howie. Paul George a couple of days ago said this: if I'm in free agency, I'm not picking Charlotte just because there's no winning culture there. My career is over with if I go to Charlotte, which I understand his point. Again, more issues in Philadelphia, but Paul George now is in the news again because he's had this statement, and he made this statement literally the very next day after the news hit that he's having knee arthroscopic surgery because he, as we discussed earlier in the week, he busted his knee up supposedly while he was working out. What's your take on this, Howie?
Well, I think that he's ready to go somewhere in a winning culture. That's what that says to me. He doesn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? And kind of waste his time. He want to be with he want to get to a bad bitch. He's trying to get a bad bitch. I mean, it's hard though when you keep getting hurt though. See, he another injury prone guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's hard to get a bad beat when you keep getting, you know what I'm saying, pie in your face, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What are you doing, Paul George? I mean, all these demands from these injured people is hysterical. You know what, man? Hey, man, I guess they demanding it because the money is out there, so I really ain't mad at them. But at the same time, like, come on, man. You ain't contributing right away. You're not really doing nothing. You just really additive. You maybe more of a glorified six man. I mean, it just really ain't, Come on.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Mo, do you think Paul George trying to force his way out?
And why are we even talking about Paul George?
Mm.
He always trying to force his way out of something, into something. I don't know, man. How many games has he played in the past 2 years? Did he play more games? Has he played more games than Kawhi Leonard?
Ooh,
Yeah, everybody has. You played more games than Kawhi Leonard.
Has he played more games than Ben Simmons?
Has he played more games than Joel Embiid?
Yeah, he played more. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm just saying, man, you know what? I feel bad for Paul George in some way, because ever since that major injury, he has never been the same.
Right.
Yeah. It was real promising until that, but I understand what he's saying. He don't want to go to Charlotte because he want to go somewhere like, please, man, that's what he's saying. Please, somebody bring me on. I can give you a few minutes a night. You know what I'm saying? I can give you 12 a night real easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely give you 12. Jay, do you think he's the voice in the locker room who leaked the story out about Joel Embiid? So he thinks Joel Embiid could try to help force him out? You think that's the case?
Hey, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe, but he ain't tell no lies about not wanting to go to Charlotte. Bro, I mean, I don't think nobody outside of the Charlotte city limits was offended by that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I looked it up. Like time you said, I was like, what's their franchise all-time record, right? All time, they are a 42% win percentage team, right?
Hey.
That sound like a winning culture to you?
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, bro. Michael Jordan couldn't hit the ocean from a boat in terms of picking a draft pick, bro. Mm-hmm. So what he's saying is accurate. Like, if you go to Charlotte, you saying, bro, I ain't never gonna make the playoffs. I'm never gonna get a championship. Yeah. I'm just here to get a check and wait for my career to just end. Because that is what going to Charlotte means. So to me, I don't think he told a lie nowhere when he said that.
Yeah, he's podcasting a whole lot now. More, maybe he's focusing more on his podcasting career. Maybe that's what his thing is. I don't know.
He's getting better results.
Yeah. He definitely is. All right, the next thing, man. I know we all saw this. All right, so Howard, here's the situation. I know you saw this. The NFL Players Association Executive Director Lloyd Howell Jr. resigned late Thursday night. Now the crazy part is some news just broke about this. But let me just go through the quick story about this real fast. For those of you sitting at home, Lloyd Powell Jr. resigned late Thursday night. He was there with the NFL Players Association for 2 years. Sources said that he resigned on his own. In May, he had a financial team and everything else, according to sources, report that there was stuff going on and nobody was really saying much. But ESPN reported late last week that Howard struck a confidentiality agreement with the NFL 6 months ago that hid from players the details of a January arbitration decision, including a finding that the league urged team owners to reduce guaranteed player compensation. I want to say that one more time. To reduce guaranteed player compensation. So take this as you will. I'm trying to figure out, I'm diving in on this on a whole different way. I'm saying to myself, okay, why is this dude literally resigning? And I'm thinking he's getting paid under the table from the owners to help them skew back and he's getting busted. I don't know, but he resigned really quickly before things happened right now. Something happened while I was preparing for the show. I didn't get a chance to see it. I'm sure Jay or White Chalk can look this up while we're doing this. But Howie, first tell me, man, what's your thought process on you just hearing the words on this dude resigning just very clearly out the blue? You know, like, just resigning. Like, why would you resign? It's NFL Players Association.
Hey, you know what? How is it a confidentiality agreement if everybody knows about it?
That's true.
That's number one. Let's start there. Is it supposed to be confidential, or is it supposed to be public information? That sounds like some old Donald Trump type spin. But, you know, my thing is, hey, man, listen, I saw that earlier that he did resign, but I really don't know a lot about it.
Howie, let me interrupt you. Let me just tell you what it is. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just read it. Lloyd Howell reportedly resigned after charging the union that the NFL players put money in for strip club visits totaling over $3,000. So he basically got busted. So he wanted to resign before the word got out. But now the word's out that he was taking money that was being put in from the NFL players union because he was visiting strip clubs. And that's why he resigned. So Howie, the floor is yours.
So he was hanging out with Jay. That's what you're trying to tell me? That's what you're trying to tell me. He was with Jay. They was traveling around. You didn't tell me, Jay, he was kicking it like that. Woo! Why you don't take your own money? Don't you make enough money? Why would you take corporate money or a corporate credit card or whatever they're using to pay at a strip club? That's so stupid. Go to the bank and withdraw some money and go to the strip club. That just sounds dumb. You know what? These people do a lot of dumb stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like driving their own cars. We talked about that before. We're getting the DUIs and all that stuff. You're like, why don't you have a driver? You know what I'm saying? Like, you make too much money to make stupid decisions like this. A $3,000 titty bar night costing you now.
Yeah.
Costing you.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Dummy.
Yeah. Mo, the floor is yours because you already know how this is.
How much of a cornball do you have to steal money to hang out at the strip club with other NFL players? You the man. You would sit on the board. You ain't got no pull. You can't go nowhere. You can't go to Cleveland and get a lap dance.
Or Miami. Forget about
Cleveland. Or Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Anywhere. New York, LA. You can't get you just gotta steal money for lap dances.
That's crazy.
That is wild. Yeah. And like Howard said, you got the money. And if you ain't got the money, somebody in the room with you got the money. Who don't mind?
He got the money. He's the executive director of the National Football League Players Association. He got the money. He's making.
You know what? And that goes to show you that sometimes that privilege thing, it happens in other people's brains, and they just feel like it's their money.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But he's making at least $500,000 a year from that. He got to be. He got to be. So, but I understand what you're saying, Mo. Jay, give me your thought process, bro. Yeah.
Listen, I think that's just a story that they're trying to plant because it seems plausible. Oh yeah, you know, he took $3,000. Man, they trick off $10,000 each at the strip club as the players. They ain't tripping on $3,000, right?
Right.
I'll tell you what I think it's about. You know, so I put a definition up because one of my favorite words is subterfuge. I love that word because it perfectly encapsulates everything that happens in the world. And I'll read the definition. Subterfuge, a noun, deceit used in order to achieve one's goal, right?
Right, true.
This is subterfuge, right? They're throwing this out there to give us a narrative that says that's plausible, so that way you don't talk about what the real issue was. I just happened, you know, to catch Nightcap with Shannon and Chad, and they were talking about this very thing. One of the things that got him out of there was NFL players did not know that this dude worked as a consultant for the NFL before he even took the job. So he's a dude who consulted for the NFL to tell them how to maximize money, how to cut corners, all this stuff. And then I didn't know what Frank just said about he allegedly buried some information about they're trying to drive down guaranteed money. Well, you know what? That makes sense with a dude who was a consultant.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories growing up was the story of the Trojan horse, right?
Mine too. Love that story. Yep.
And the Trojan horse was, they said, oh, we're no longer enemies. We're gonna give you this gift.
Yep.
This giant Trojan horse, and they accept it beyond the walls. And and then nightfall comes. All the soldiers crawl out and they slaughter everybody inside. It was a gift, and presented as a gift, but it was really subterfuge, right? And what they're doing right now, that dude was always working for the owners. And they figured it out, and they got him up out of there, and he's running before they start digging deeper into his record to understand how he got there and what he's done in the past and all this other stuff, because that is going to be scandalous.
Jay, you got the quote of the friggin' week. Like that was brilliantly said, because I didn't know what you said about what, the Chad and those guys were saying. But all I know is when I read this story, they didn't highlight this part about the reduced guaranteed player compensation. And if you all know anything about the NFL, they'll give you this big, huge front-loaded contract, right? And it has all the highlights. But people like me say, okay, well, what's the guaranteed money? What's the guaranteed money that you're going to guarantee to get? Right. Like TJ Watt is getting ready to get, like, he got this 3 years guarantee.
103, 308, something like that, guaranteed.
Right. But what's the guarantee? Whenever I hear deal, what's the guaranteed money? And if you got a person who's at the head of the NFL Players Association, supposed to be representing you, but he's on the back end trying to push down the guaranteed money. All I know is as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, okay.
He ain't working for you.
He ain't working for you.
He's not working for you.
Not at all. Not at all. He's really working
just
for
like, hey, look, just like Master P wasn't working for Ricky, what was his name? The running back. Master P.
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams.
All incentives, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, like that was ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
He had one of the worst contracts in NFL history.
Not one of. That was the worst, Howie. You can't research one worse than that.
Yeah.
Other than playing for free.
Yeah. That was the worst. I feel bad for Ricky Williams though. Like that was.
I do too.
That was terrible.
And he was so talented. That dude was like, oh my God. So
was.
He made some money, but he get rid of Master P first, man.
He's like, you gotta make this many touchdowns, you gotta do this much, you gotta do this. Oh,
1,000 touchdowns. He said, yeah, we'll take that.
Come on, man. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, give me some money, give me some guaranteed money. All right,
exactly. That's my point. The guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Guaranteed money all day.
I wanted to get a couple of these stories in, but I'm gonna hold them off to the next time we get around and talk. But I want to talk about get into our top five, because I think we're going to go back and forth with some of these top five. So how will you go up first, man? Give me the top 5 reasons Damian Lillard signing back with the Blazers, with the Portland Trailblazers, will or will not work out for him. Like, because we could have talked about this more, but we knew we were going to have this team up. So give me, where are you at on this? Will it work out for him? Will it won't? Like, give me a reason.
You know what, man? I'm gonna be honest. I'm back and forth. Will or will not. Hey, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Damian Lillard, you got a whole damn year to sit out and do all kind of shit and get massages and get your shit together and hang out with your family. So that's number one, man. Hanging out with your family. I think that's more important to him. You know what I'm saying? Anything. I think he got 3 kids that live there. You know what I'm saying? And all that kind of stuff. So I would say, that's one of the good things about it. One of the dudes. You there with your family and all that kind of stuff, and that's great. Another one of the good reasons why he should be there, he's a fan favorite, man. This guy is a legend in Portland, bro. I mean, he's a legend, bro. I even had to write this down. He scored in his 11 seasons there. He scored 19,376 points, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That guy is, I think that part of his, not just the family, but part of him want to just kind of retire or be somewhere where he feels comfortable. You kind of touched on that earlier, Frank. About that's his home. That's where he is. You know what I'm saying? That's his whole, comfort zone and all that stuff, man. Now, one thing that I don't like is he is coming off that injury that may not heal properly, bro. Those things kind of really almost never really heal properly. To the 100% where you were. So I'd say that's a down, yeah, And then another one I would say was you didn't go nowhere where you're going to get a championship in no time soon. Mm-hmm. So you got a whole year before you come back. And then there's another, then you play And then you got a Jalen Mitchell, there's another. So we talking 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Before he's even, and then he's out of his prime. So those are the downs, you know what I'm saying, that I would say about him too. You know what I'm saying? His championship window is closing, should I say.
Okay.
And so yeah.
Okay. So Mo, give me yours. Give me yours. Top 5 reasons Damian Lillard will signing back with the Portland Trailblazers will or will not work out. And I want to hear what your perspective is.
Well, like I said earlier, he never left. Excuse me. He never left Portland. Mm-hmm. He's been there forever. They don't even recognize Clyde Drexler no more. They don't give a damn about Kevin Duckworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? It's about Damian Lillard. Know what I'm saying? He never, everything was going on. Like I say, he had to commute to a new job. He just had a different jersey and his check was signed by somebody else. Other than that, he still had to pay taxes in Portland. His driver's license is Portland or Washington or whatever. And number 2, and I ain't have to research this. That's where he's loved at, man. That's his town. You know, I think he knows, like, it may be coming to an end. They offer something that he may not get nowhere else, and he could do it stress-free. If he goes to LA, it's a lot of stress to win. Mm-hmm. Well, if he goes to Houston, if he goes to Boston, wherever them places, it's like, it's do or die. You know what I'm saying? And he's injured. Who's gonna pay that man that kind of money to be injured? Boston already got one on the payroll. They ain't taking 2.
Well, if it was Boston, he was gonna get on the players' level exception. He's gonna get $5 million a year. You know what I mean? And that was it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But you know, it's where he want to be at, man. My thing is this: he probably said, if I'm gonna be in a small market town, because Portland's not a big market town, he ain't said I might as well go back to Portland, better than being in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and that money they paying him, they doubled his salary, so that ain't hurting either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So hey, listen, he used to it already. That's it. I don't even got 5. That's it. That's where he need to be at. You know what I'm saying? The career might be coming to an end after that, but we don't know. Today's science, today's medicine is different. They can build them, make them stronger, faster.
Jay, give me your 5.
So real quick, man, you know, let me just double back real quick because I'll be remiss if I didn't share this for it to live forever on the internet about subterfuge. It said somebody posted this, right? They said the Epstein scandal is so bad for Trump that he released his medical records.
Yeah. I saw that.
That's subterfuge, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what. Well, let me release this and distract from this other thing. Now, back to Dame. Back to Dame. I'm gonna start with number 1. Number 1, it already done worked out for Dame, bro.
Yeah. All
Dame got to do for the rest of his life is wake up, scratch his nuts, and make a bowl of cereal. That's it. He ain't got to worry about Nathan for the rest of his life. Right now, he's stacking money for his grandkids' kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's already worked out for Dame, you know, fundamentally, right? So now I'll go number 5. It can work out if Portland can catch lightning in a bottle, meaning they hit on every draft pick in the first and second round. The young dudes that they already drafted trying to be, you know, what they thought they were going to be. And they sign vets that they can make a run. It can work out. That ain't likely, but it can, right? Number 4, I'm going to say it won't work out because he's 35 now. Mm-hmm. And he's going to spend the next year rehabbing. So the earliest he's coming back is at 36. And they ain't really got much to work with right now in terms of championships. So probably won't work out, you know, in terms of like what people's expectations are for like a championship or something like that. Number 3, it could be successful if expectations change. Mm-hmm. If the expectation is not to win a championship, then it's great. If they think that they're going to win a championship in Portland with him, or he thinks he's going to get one, there's no way it's going to be successful in my view, right? Number two, it won't work because the West is just too loaded.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too loaded from top to bottom, and they are not nearly good enough to get in the mix with them heavyweights that's out there in that Western Conference.
Yeah, and you said number one already. Yeah, you said number one already. Well, I think you guys all made some great points. I wanted to throw that question out there because I knew Damian Lillard signed yesterday, and I'm not going to give you 5 good things. I think the brother right now is at the point whereas he is just thinking about generational wealth now. I don't even think he's thinking about championships no more. I think it's about the money. I think he signed flat out for the money because Portland reached out to him. He sat down and met with them, but the Celtics, Houston, OKC, and the Lakers all reached out to him too, but none of them offered that same kind of money. You know what I mean? So he could have won a championship with OKC. He could have won a championship with he could have won a championship with all 4 of those teams that reached out to him. You know what I mean? But the one he picked out to go with is the one that he will least win the championship out with, but they offered him the most money. So I think it's about generational wealth right there with him. And I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be mad at that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Hey Frank, to quote the great Gilbert Arenas, he said, if I want a championship ring, I'll buy one off eBay from one of the broke dudes who ain't got no money.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
That's what I'm saying. Get that cheese, man.
Yeah, you got
You're right.
You ain't lying. All right, so now it's time to move on to the next thing, man. We did the Damian Lillard sign, so now it's time to move on to the top 5 reasons Dak Prescott fans got ready if the Dallas Cowboys lose. And notice Mark ain't here today. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I know. You supposed to do this yesterday.
He ducking right now, bro.
Mark ain't here today. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Give me your top 5 reasons Dak Prescott fans got ready if they lose.
Well, you already know this is the famous one. They're gonna use this again. Jerry Jones is too old.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna come in. That's gonna be the number one. He need to go slave driver, and he ain't doing enough, and he trying to coach the team, and it's coming, baby. That is the number. Right, that's 5, but that should be number 1, really. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry trying to play.
Man, he still think he can run up the hole.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He really do. I'm like, dude, no. You know what I'm saying, bro? You're gonna die on the first hit.
You go down the way to the game.
Man, at the summer practice.
Putting his shoulder pads on.
Man, look, we used to have them 2-a-days when I was in high school. Listen, when I was in high school, we used to have 2-a-day practices, bro. One early and one later in the summertime, dog. That nigga Jerry Jones, bro, he couldn't make it through a half of one a day, bro.
Hey, when I was in high school, I played football for 1 day. I went to one practice. I knew I was a basketball player, baby. I was had this bullshit.
Man, that shit serious business, baby.
Embarrassing enough that happened to me too, except I was in Pop Warner when I was
1 day.
Yeah, I got hit one time. I threw the ball like this. I got hit one time, cracked 2 ribs. My mama said, "You know this ain't for you, right?" I said, "Yes, I do." I didn't even bother. Like, this ain't for me. I'm out.
And look, Frank, that's gonna be one of their excuses too. The receivers kept dropping the ball.
Yep.
That's gonna be one of them too. He threw. He was right there in their hands. He kept dropping. That's gonna be another one. That's gonna be. And here's another one. Here's the third one. He threw for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and you still lost 48-32.
Yeah. You got any more, Howie?
I got another one. I got another one. I got another. The play calling was awful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You already know that's one of them too. They didn't call the right plays. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do everything they're supposed to do. And my last one, I say, you already know they blame it on this guy. The kicker did it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it. He missed 3 field goals.
He didn't do his job.
He didn't do his job. Special teams. Oh my God.
Howie got a good one. Those are good 5, Howie. I like them. From the New York Giants fan in the building. Well, besides
Man, Howie barely left anything on the bone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We might as well just go to the next top 5. That's a wrap. Anything after that is uncivilized.
all right, to give
I
you
swear to God. I don't know. Listen, I put mine a little bit differently. I got the top 5 things they're going to be saying if he loses. First thing they're all going to say is get rid of Dak. They're going to be like, let's get rid of him now, trade him, and let's see if we can get some value for him, and let's just rebuild the team. They're going to be calling for Dak's head. Number 4, Jerry just might finally die.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're right.
Keep going.
Number 3, they still got for at least 30 days or longer. Different Stephen A. Smith memes.
Oh,
At
God.
least 30 days or longer on any social media platform about the Dallas Cowboys after they lose the big one. Number 2, of course, they losing to the Giants twice this year.
Okay.
And then number 1, they're going to be prepared for Michael Parsons just to start to talk real reckless on his podcast.
Yep. 100%. Jay,
He's going to be real reckless.
yeah, he is. Jay, give me your 5.
Piggyback Howie. They gonna say Jerry too old. He should have stepped aside, got out the way. He holding Dak and the team back. That is 100% coming.
Yep.
Number 4, they gonna say he doesn't have a bell cow running back. You know, to relieve him and help him out. Who's the running back?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, the defense sucks. Dak doesn't tackle. Dak scored 40 points. They gave up 60.
Yeah.
Right? Number 2, his offensive line sucks. If y'all protect him better, he can play better. What y'all doing, Jerry? Get some people, man, you know, to give him 2 minutes to throw the ball. And number 1, Texans are more than just racist, bro. They can be funny. And one thing I can hear, one of them rednecks say is his wallet is too heavy. We done overpaid him. If his wallet wasn't so heavy with all of Jerry's money, he could move around back there, and get away from defenders. Right?
Yeah, I can see somebody saying that.
They love that sarcasm like that. And it be low-key funny. I ain't even gonna front on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, the sarcasm gonna come.
Yeah.
Okay. Howie, you up next, man. Let's get this thing rolling. Let's keep the train rolling. And consider we talk about QBs. Give me the top 5 reasons Josh Allen fans have ready if the Bills don't get to the Super Bowl this year. Because let's be honest, somebody's either the coach, QB, the entire management staff, people's heads are going to be on the roll if the Buffalo Bills don't get to the Super Bowl this year. They had some really good teams the last 5 years, 6 years. They haven't even got to the AFC Championship game. So let's be honest. So give me your reasons.
Well, here we go again. We're still rebuilding.
That's number 5. Okay.
That's number 5.
Still rebuilding.
We've been rebuilding since the 80s.
Since Thurman Thomas retired.
Yeah, since Thurman Thomas. Thank you. Beat me to it, baby. You beat me to it. That was my guy, too, man. I love Thurman Thomas.
Thurman was tough.
Man, that was my guy. Another one they're going to say is, our defense keep choking.
Yes,
our quarterback do everything he can do, but our defense, they can't stop this guy, which is my next one. Patrick Mahomes did it. They're going to cry about him to the end of time. They may not even get one until he retires. So that is a tough business on him. So they can use that excuse to the end of time. Patrick Mahomes keep doing it to us. That's what's going to happen right there. And then here we go. They play in weather, but they're going to still use that. The weather was bad. Y'all play in a stadium where it's snow. They got to scoop the snow out the seats. But the weather was bad.
And saying no to a dome. So they want to play in that. They want to play in it.
Man, and listen, the last one of these, they're going to use the same excuse everybody uses. Special teams. That kicker missed another one.
In the horrible weather.
I'm sorry. Everybody used that one. Like the kick, it was the kicker.
Yeah, it's the kicker's fault. The kicker's fault. Bo, give me yours.
All right, number 5. They're gonna swear to God it's a conspiracy against Buffalo. Buffalo don't get to win nothing. The Buffalo Sabres, the Buffalo Bills, none of it. They're gonna swear to God it's a conspiracy. The only good thing to come out of Buffalo was Rick James, and I didn't know that until he died.
James Ambrose, baby.
Yeah.
Somebody up there right now, if they don't win, first thing they're gonna say, we should have kept Stephon Diggs and got rid of Josh Allen.
Somebody might say that, yeah.
Yep. 3, they're gonna be mad because the Jets and the Giants is gonna be winning. And we down there is quick to let everybody know their New York ain't our New York.
Yeah.
Yep. And my last one, I ain't got 5, I got 4. My last one, if they don't win, they don't get to the Super Bowl, they don't win the Super Bowl, they might just go to the Canadian League. They ain't that far away. They might win one up there and do a Doug Flutie.
Right across Niagara Falls.
This is fun. We leave. We quit.
You know, well, I gotta say, I love your dramatic pauses in between the numbers. I love it's almost as good as when you slam the door, the book, like bam.
Yeah.
Jay,
I gotta buy a new book now.
Oh, okay. Jay, give me a 5.
First, I gotta correct Mo. The best thing out of Buffalo is in Wayne's, dog. Hey, listen, I'm 10 toes down on that. I down that mountain.
Yeah.
Shit, them Wayne's way better than Rick James. I'm sorry.
Like you ain't never got nothing to listen to Fire Desire.
I'm sorry. Them Wayne's, baby. I'll burn every album.
That man like his food. Go ahead, Jay.
Number 5. Number 5. They are definitely prepared to blame Sean McDermott.
Yep.
He's a defensive-minded coach. Yep. He doesn't pay enough attention to the offense. That's why we can't get over the hump. Number 4. They're ready to say that they never should have traded Stephon Diggs. And by letting him go, that's why they ain't got Josh ain't got the proper weapon. He got the chemistry and all this stuff. So that's why we can't win, because we ain't got that monster on the outside that Diggs was. He never should have left. Number 3, if they don't make it, something like that, they're gonna say, who knew that the Patriots and the Jets gonna be worth a damn? Because that means they probably took an L to the Patriots and the Jets at some point. That damaged them, over the regular season at some point.
Yeah.
Number 2, they're gonna blame the new Bill Stadium. I don't know why, because it don't open up for 2 more years, but they're gonna figure out a way, to like say, no, it's the stadium.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
They gonna throw it in there, bro. Trust me on this.
The stadium did it.
The stadium did it. That's not open yet.
The luck of the stadium. Yep.
That's not open yet.
That's not open.
The shadows created weird, light, for them, so they couldn't see from the old stadium. And number 1, they are preparing to blame Haley Steinfeld, Josh Allen's new wife.
Yep.
If he wasn't planning a wedding, if he didn't have the wife and all this stuff at home, he could have focused better. Yeah, they are ready to rake her over the coals, bro.
Yeah. She too pretty for Buffalo. She too pretty for Buffalo.
Hey, Frank, let me throw this in as a bonus too, Jay. Hey, look, man, Josh Allen doing commercials now too. They are ready to blame him for going commercial. He ain't never did commercials. He ain't laying in the bed doing commercials. I don't know if y'all seen it. He doing commercials now.
But Howie, the wife got him doing, the actress wife got him doing commercials.
The actress wife?
He wasn't doing no commercials till he married.
He wasn't doing no commercials, dog. You ain't never seen Josh Allen in a commercial, bro.
That's why his number 1 makes sense. Like, if they gonna blame him, because he wasn't doing nothing that
man. He went commercial. Got the wife to have him do it.
Yep.
It's always a woman's fault, bro.
Well, that's why Barry Sanders didn't get no pussy. Excuse my language. Barry Sanders was like, I want to be good. I'm not dealing with none of these women.
He kept all his energy just like he was so strong out there.
Yeah, of course he was so
No, Howie. Strong with a K.
Yo, he was
strongest man I ever seen.
Strong.
AC
I'm
Green.
getting quick story.
AC Green strong.
Quick story. I used to do a comedy show when I was a young comedian in Detroit at a place called the Cafe Mahogany. And he came in there, man. I'm telling you, I ain't never, and listen, bro. No Diddy, all that, no homo. His calves had to be this big, bro.
Yeah.
Dog, I seen him. He had some shorts on and a t-shirt. Man, let me tell you something, man. I ain't never seen no man's legs that big and hard. It looked like bricks, bro.
Who you talking about? Who's legs?
Barry Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, bro. Barry Sanders. Barry motherfucking Sanders.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Because I don't want to rush the Lamar Jackson question, let me just do this. Let me do this one, and we can roll a Lamar Jackson question unless we have time, which I don't think we will. Let's give me your top 5 favorite spy films of all time, because there's a whole bunch of these spy films that I absolutely love. And being it's Friday, and I want to talk about you guys, seeing what you guys are going to do going into the weekend. Let's do the top 5 spy films of all time. We give you a 5, Howie. I know you got 5.
All right, I'm gonna hurry up. I'm gonna rush through it, man. You know, Casino Royale, bro. That's number 5 for me, man. I don't know if y'all saw that, man.
I love it.
That's a hell of a movie, bro. You know, and that's my number 5. So you know what I'm saying? And then look, my number 4 is Mission Impossible. Matter of fact, you could put the whole Mission Impossible franchise. You know what I'm saying? For my number 4, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of the best franchises.
Except number 2. Except Mission Impossible 2, which was trash. Let's be honest.
Well, you can still throw that in there like Rocky 3. So okay. I mean, you can do it too.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? It's still a classic, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it wasn't the best one. So but then here's my next one, man. I gotta go back to when I was a kid. This is one that my daddy and we used to love, which is Goldfinger.
Yep.
James Bond, baby. Goldfinger. That was the song. That's James Bond, and that was Sean Connery when he was a young man. Yeah. And so, you know, my next one would be Despicable Me. I had to go to a cartoon spy movie. You gotta love Despicable Me with the millions, baby.
It slaps.
It slaps. The whole series of that. It slaps. And my last one, my top spy movie as a comedian, and you know, I got it, is Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's my number 1 spy movie, and the comedy too, baby. Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so Bo, give me your 5.
Now listen, you know what? And I'm sorry, I saw that question and forgot it, and I was messing. But I got some great spy movies. I'm sitting here thinking, because my first one off the rip is The Bourne Identity.
Yeah.
I was big because you know why I like The Bourne Identity? I was in college one time. I was sent to college for 1.5 to 3 years, right? And
it sounds like
while I was there,
I'm sorry.
Were you enrolled?
I got what his college was. 1.5 to 3 years.
While I was there, I was introduced in the library to the Jason Bourne saga, that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big fan of the Jason Bourne. Red October, which started the franchise. Oh man, and I'm losing it. Where Harrison Ford.
I know you're talking about.
I know you're talking about the guy.
Patriot Games started it though.
Yeah, right. But before that, it was started with Red October had a small part into it, which launched it into that. But Patriot Games was another one, and then also when it was done on Netflix, I mean not Netflix, on Amazon. Also, it was done as a series when he was younger. Also, so those are just my great ones right there. I mean, you know what? And I want to do a shout out because it never gets recognized, but it was a great try with Eddie Murphy. You know, with I Spy. You know,
Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan. That's what it was. Yeah. And you can't forget Bill Cosby had one of the greatest spy TV shows out ever.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Okay. So
you know, even though I mean, you know, he doesn't get the recognition for it, but no more. But you know, Bill Cosby had one of the greatest ones out there. First black man to be a spy.
Yeah. So it wasn't Get Smart. Remember Get Smart? Get Smart was funny. It was a good spy.
And my last one, the spook who sat by the door.
Oh, snap. Okay, that's a good one. I like
went
that.
there.
Okay. The filmmaker in the building. I got to hear what the filmmaker got for his top 5 favorite spy films of all time.
And do the overlap. Number 5, Born Identity.
Yeah.
That's one of the best spy movies I've ever seen. The first one, the very first one, it was so out of left field. Matt Damon showed me he had real chops. I mean, yeah, that joint's my top 5. Number 4, Clear and Present Danger.
Yeah.
Which is the Jack Ryan series. It's the one after Patriot Games, right? Where the dude got murdered on the ship, him and his family, and the president, launched a clandestine get back against the Colombian drug lords, and then this whole scandal broke, and Jack Ryan uncovered it.
Mm-hmm.
Dope from start to finish. Number 3, 2 Days of the Condor, Robert Redford and Faye Dunaway in the 70s. It was about, the CIA, doing, they had like this secret thing in this bookstore, where they were like reading books looking for secret messaging, being transmitted, to different countries, plotting against the U.S. And then they set Redford up, man, to take the fall, people dying and stuff. Dope movie. Number 2, I gotta go A View to a Kill, man. That's Roger Moore, James Bond.
That was a good movie.
But I love that one because Grace Jones was so cold in that joint, man. We barely saw black people in movies back then. And not only was she in it, she was a black woman, and she was sexy and seductive with the short hair and chocolate, men trying to get at her. I love that movie, man, for so many reasons.
My daddy used to love Grace Jones.
Man, Grace Jones is cold, boy.
My daddy used to love Grace Jones.
And number 1 for me, although it's not technically a spy film, it's more about how the government, can mess things up, if the wrong people in charge. Enemy of the State with Will Smith.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Love that movie, man.
Yeah, I love that movie too.
I'm sorry, Will Smith and the late great Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
That's right.
I said the Jackal because I thought they all were going to say the Jackal too. I like the Jackal.
I don't like that movie.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman, the
like
best Lex Luthor ever played.
Yeah, I like that. I like the Jackal, but you know what? I like the Jackal TV series though. That they murdered on the TV series. I loved it. It's way better than the movie. And I'm surprised nobody picked the James Bond with Spectre. What was the movie he made before Spectre? Not Spectre. The one he made before Spectre. That's my favorite James Bond movie. Besides Moonraker, like Moonraker is one of my favorites.
Moonraker was great.
Yeah, huh?
Casino Royale?
No, it was Casino Royale. Then it was another film he made, and then another film, and then Spectre. You know what I mean? Now you're about to make me look this up.
Oh, man.
I was torn between Moonraker and the Goldfinger from other. I didn't want to have too many James Bond, but it was just. We could do all James Bond.
Yeah, you could, but there's a lot of James Bond films. But at the end, hold on, let me just. I gotta. Now you're getting ready to make me look this up, and I gotta get. All right, so it was Casino Royale, Quantum Solace, and Skyfall. Skyfall
was good.
Yeah, I love Skyfall. Like that was it right there for me.
Yeah, Skyfall was good.
Yeah, Spectre was really good, but No Time to Die kind of made it. Killing off James Bond for me was like, but Casino Royale and Skyfall, for the new, quick story, real quick story, and then I want to ask you guys a couple other questions before we roll up here. Quick story. My wife and I was getting ready to go see the dude who plays the new James Bond. Well, he's newer, and let me make sure I get his name right.
Daniel Craig.
Thank you, Daniel Craig. I was going to the movie kicking and screaming. My wife was like, just give him a chance. I was like, yeah, I don't like. When I heard they cast, I was like, I don't like this dude. When I walked out of Casino Royale, I was like, that dude was the best.
Yeah.
That dude, he had swag. Like that, I was like, now that's a James Bond movie. You know what I mean?
Right. Frank, it was. But see, Frank, for me, I was excited because I seen him in Layer Cake. Have y'all seen Layer Cake?
I ain't never seen Layer Cake.
See Layer Cake tonight, Howie.
Yeah.
Okay.
See it tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Tonight.
But I hadn't seen Layer Cake.
I'm gonna watch it on the plane back to the crib. That's what I'm gonna do.
I hadn't seen Layer Cake at the time I saw that movie. You know what I mean? I've seen Layer Cake since, but I hadn't seen it then. So I was like, yeah, I don't like this dude. The way his hair was shaped, the way he looked. But when he came out in Casino Royale, first 10 minutes, I was hooked. All right, so we can make go into the weekend. Howie, what we gonna do this weekend? Howie, what we got cracking this weekend?
Well, I'm here tonight, man. I'm doing a retirement party here in Brooklyn. So so that's tonight. And then tomorrow I fly back to Detroit and I'm doing a comedy show for the Wayne County Sheriff Department.
Oh, wow.
You better give you some kind of badge for protection out there, bro.
Hey, look, it's safe to say I will not be smoking weed before this show. That's for them. Yeah, I'm going in there with a whole totally different mindset, brothers.
You might be you
ain't gonna burn no incense.
man, listen, I'm trying to be solely that they drink a lot. They drink a lot.
Oh yeah.
So you cool to drink around the police, but the weed, man, you smoking weed, they smell that weed around you, man, you are ostracized. So anyway,
you got a weed dog in there and everything. You know,
trust me, it's happened to me before. I've been around these shows. But anyway, you can follow me, Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL. Other than that, Howie Bell.
There it is. Mo, what we getting into this weekend, Mo? What's poppin'?
Well, this Sunday, I will be in Mohegan Sun in Connecticut doing my thing. I'm in the wild card round. I'm the wild card in round 2. You know what I'm saying? They pulled me back in just when I thought it was safe to go out. They pulled me back in. I had said I wasn't doing no more competitions. I didn't even make it. You know how you get in that funk? I'm like, I ain't doing no more competition. I'm an established comedian. No, I know how it's done. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? All my friends been on TV. My boy opens up for Dave Chappelle. I know Rodney Perry. I ain't got to do a comedy show.
And then
they pulled me back.
You should still do a competition though.
No question.
So I'm going in and I'm going to be on some. They better fear the wild card.
Yeah,
I'm just going to hammer it out. You know, and after that, I'm just going to leave it all on the stage.
There you go.
How can we follow you, Mo?
Follow me, MOE_comic on IG. You know what I'm saying? Maurice Smith on Facebook. Always.
Good luck, Mo. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
And Jay, what are we thinking about looking into thought process going into the weekend, Jay? What's going on?
I'm looking forward to these Epstein files being released. I'm just saying, bro.
Right. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
You know that boy all up in that thing, bro. He trying like hell.
Yeah.
First he said it didn't exist. Then he said, all right, she can release whatever she thinks. Wait a minute, from where? He said there wasn't anything. How can she release something that doesn't exist? So I'm waiting to see how they play that out. But tonight, me and the wifey, we got invited to go do karaoke. Out in Canarsie. Most people don't know this, man. Canarsie is on Jamaica Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a black yacht club. It's all black men, bro. They bought the land, they built that building, and they all put their boats there during the summer. And they just go out during the summer. They go fishing. They just hang out. They do whatever. It's a bunch of politicians, local business people. So a friend of ours is a member, invited us, to do karaoke.
I wish I had your wife's number. I'd be calling her and say, please record this so we can play this back on box seats. Record it.
No, bro, listen, I'm not picking that mic up at all. I'm going to be there supporting. I'm that rah-rah dude. You know what I'm saying? But you can follow me at JD Hayes at Fanbase. I'm out here in these streets, man. I'm just trying to figure like everybody else.
Well, all three of y'all have a great weekend, man. It's been great. We had a great week of doing box seats. Next week, we're going to dive into a couple of different things. We have a couple of potential special guests. We'll see if they come through. We'll see. I don't want to say no names because they might not show. Then I look really bad. But that's what it is. The name of the show is called Box Seats. We are on every Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. And we have a good time because we are comics talking about sports. And next week, sports is getting ready to pick up because you guys know what's happening. NFL training camps are opening and people are coming back from wherever they are, coming back. Right. We all are excited about that. I know I am. I'm looking forward to talking trash to Mo, Howie and Jay about my New England Patriots, and they
Oh.
to me. So
Oh,
let's
And then reality,
He looking forward to it.
and then reality happens.
Y'all
And
see
then
how
the
they
season
got-
starts.
y'all see how they got excited? You see what I'm saying? That's what we looking for.
Hey Mo. I'm like Bart Scott. Can't wait.
Hey,
Yo,
look,
we out here,
look,
man.
hey, in all fairness, Frank, in all fairness, it can't be nothing worse than what the Detroit Lions have been through over the last 50 years. It can't be nothing worse.
There it is. Y'all, we'll see y'all
Oh,
Monday.
you're right.
Thank y'all.